welcome back to Prairie.306. Welcome back to those of you who are coming back. To anybody who is new here, I am Jess. I run the YouTube channel and Facebook page and Instagram page for Prairie.306, which is a small 2-bed urban garden in Zone 3B, Saskatchewan, Canada. This is week 12 of the garden tours. Shot on a Monday, not a Sunday, because yesterday was disgustingly hot out and really smoky and really windy, so it was hard to get any good quality audio. Today wasn't much better, and then I had to wait because the neighborhood kids were playing on my street, which I, by all means, play outside. It was just too noisy to shoot anything until late. So you get like a full-on evening / dark garden tour this week. Yeah, next week I'm gonna do better, and you'll get like a full nice daytime garden tour, because this one feels kind of Blair Witchy. I apologize. Learned something this week for sure, as is it learn to talk properly, but definitely learn to not procrastinate. However, with the procrastination comes something really cool that happens in the backyard that is awesome, because it's getting to that time of year where stuff is producing and getting ready to harvest. I'll be interested to see what all I get a harvest from, because of how the weather has been. Yeah. But I'm in a couple different, like, Saskatchewan-specific Zone 3 kind of gardening groups, and I've been told that the struggles that I am facing I'm not alone in them. They've been across the board, which is comforting to know, because it was getting really frustrating there, to see things failing without producing and whatnot. But I mean, if you think about it, nothing is ever truly a failure, because you can always learn something. Like next year, I know for sure that I am not putting cucumbers in baskets, because this year they just didn't do very well, like at all. I have one remaining plant, and I'm pretty sure I'm not even going to get a cucumber out of it. Whereas with last year, I had some in a basket, and then I had some in the beds. And the ones in the beds actually gave me cucumbers. They just happened to be super late. So all of these little tidbits, well, I'll talk about them more in the garden wrap-up when that happens, which hopefully is not for like another 3 or 4 weeks, I hope. There's like the first predicted frost is September 11th, and we're August 16th. So, we'll see. We'll see how many more garden tours we get with the weather being the way that it is. Because it started to really cool off in the mornings, but then it still gets hot at night, or in the afternoon into the evening into the nighttime. So we will see when that first frost comes, because that first frost is going to knock out a whole mess of stuff. The peppers will be done, unless we bring them inside. The tomatoes will be done. The eggplants will be done, I believe. With that first frost, the squash plants will be toast. Yeah. That first frost will significantly reduce the vegetation in the gardens. But that is part and parcel of growing food. So, anyways, without much further ado, I do apologize for the quality of this video, because it's dark and still trying to learn with this phone camera, which is why I bought the phone. You'd think I would have learned how to use the camera, but we're getting there. It's all good. We're getting there. Yeah, without much further ado, let's take a quick grip around the property. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so starting over here with the replacement to the tree stump. It's doing pretty good. I am debating whether or not I want to take this inside when it gets too cold. I think I might. But then I also think that Zero is probably going to chew on it. Anyways, this is the front yard. And Zach is in the window because he wants to participate, apparently. So, actually, while I'm standing back here, I'm going to talk about what our plans are kind of for next year. So, if you remember from my first sets of videos actually, we had the pots sitting right here. And that didn't work out, obviously. So what we're planning to do next year is to actually make a garden bed that comes up into here. And we're going to put a peony or 2 peonies in the ground in this area. Going to put white lattice stuff in here. Maybe like put some taller like snaps or something in along the back. But the peonies are going to go in here. Might put some lilies. Not quite sure. We are eventually planning to actually remove our lawn because it's expensive and I dislike having to water the grass. I'm not from Saskatchewan initially, and I think it's very strange to always have to water your grass, but it's just so dry here. And then along here, our property line here, this is only for this year. I just wanted to get rid of the tree because the neighbor's kid got hurt. So that's temporary for this year. But we want to put a rose hedge down along here. And then eventually there'll be like a pathway and a little sitting area beside the peony. I apologize if you can hear that jet taking off. It's kind of late at night, and this is the only time that it was 1, cool enough, and 2, quiet enough to come out here and do this because I didn't do this yesterday. So there'll be probably like a mulch kind of path, and then maybe a garden bed-ish thing kind of here, and then probably some flowers and stuff along the rose hedge, and then a fence, a little white pickety kind of fence that comes along here because we just want to get rid of the grass because we don't use it, and we water it all the time, and it eliminates maintenance, really. Plus, you can plant beautiful things in this space. Why have a monoculture, which is what grass is, when you could plant something beautiful? Anyways, so we will take a look at the garden bed here. Something is laying in my dahlias at night. I don't know what. I'm assuming it's a rabbit. They have pretty much all of them have flopped this way, except for the ones by the sunflowers. All the tulips have faded out now, which I knew was going to happen. You'll have to ignore the weeds. But this hosta is doing really well. The little hosta in there is surprisingly doing well. Starting to get grasshoppers, flowers opening up on the dahlias. I think those are the blue boy ones. And then these ones are the Thomas Edisons. They're the dinner plate ones that I had last year. I'm a little bit concerned because it is the middle of August and they have not opened yet. We'll see what happens. It's just been an interesting year for plant behavior. And my chocolate ruffle is in here somewhere. I have no idea where it is. These are really enjoying the heat, which is nice. I actually really like these, and I think next year, if I was to pick a filler flower, I would probably plant these a lot sooner because I really like them. The osteos flower at weird intervals and never together. Yeah. It's doing pretty good though. Next year I'm not gonna start my lilies inside because that was silly. Yeah. The amount of grasshoppers is ridiculous and it's driving me nuts because they chew everything. This coral bell is putting out gorgeous flowers. I don't want to get too close because the orb weaver built her web in here and I don't feel like doing the I touched a spider dance. The clematis is still kicking for me. And my sunflowers. Oh, these are just so majestic. Can see this one when you're sitting inside, and I cannot wait for it to open. That's the black magic, and it is going to be so beautiful. Oh, I cannot wait. And then the Russian mammoth here continues to grow. I'm hoping that it'll clear the banister and the head will sit above the banister because I think that'd be really cool. But then I also worry that it'll topple over into my lawn. Yeah. So then this one, just, that is so beautiful. Look at the, like, it's kind of dark, but just look how gorgeous that is. And then this one lost all its petals, but it's gonna start having the seeds dry out on me, which I'm kind of pumped about. It's so pretty. And there's a couple more flower heads on it, actually. I did not realize that this was a multi-flowered or multi-bloom sunflower, which is kind of awesome. I'm pretty sure this one is only one. And I think that one has a couple. But it is so, like, I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully it doesn't wreck the quality. It's so close. Every morning I check before I go to work, and I'm just super excited. So yeah. Then we'll come up onto the porch here. I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm literally just going to do pots of cannas next year on my porch, because they're so gorgeous. I apologize for the truck. That's what happens when you live in the suburbs. So yes, next year for sure, I am not going to be using these for potted plants. Other than the fact that they're like, I watered these already today, and I've been watering them, and they just fry. I'm assuming it's the metal and the heat, being that this gets morning sun into the afternoon. And these plants just really didn't do as well as I wanted them to. They're bigger than they were when I put them in here, but they're not thriving the way that I had hoped they would. So I'll be rethinking this next year. This pot I need to deal with. I need to rip it out and get rid of that dirt. Put the pot away for storage. Yeah. The coleus is doing really well in this pot. However, not so much in this pot because it's not getting as much water as previously thought. However, the snaps in this calla are doing much better. But there's no more blooms on the callas, which I think is weird, because last year I had callas in the ground and they bloomed profusely. And then I read that callas like to be root bound, so I put them in pots this year, and they bloomed at the beginning, and then they haven't bloomed since. So I don't know if that's because of, if that's because of the fact that they're in a pot, or I didn't fertilize, or there wasn't as much nutrients in the potting soil as I thought there was. I don't know. These snaps just continue to impress me. I gotta pull seed pods off of them. But yeah, that is kind of the update for the front. Now, also, that sunflower is just so tall. I'm so excited. And then this is the top of the Russian mammoth. I believe Is that more leaves? I think that's more leaves. It might be a flower head. I'm pretty excited because they're giant. Fun fact, these seeds are like 7 or 8 years old. So anyone who tells you that seeds expire in 3 years is full of baloney. Because I have had a 100% germination rate on all of my mammoth sunflower seeds. It's all about how you store stuff. Yeah, I think next year I might just have containers of cannas because this thing is gorgeous. And it just continues and continues and continues to put flowers out, even though these are dry and crispy because they're spent. But I don't want to deadhead them because I know there's seed pods that I have to harvest that are not quite ready for harvest yet. The nasturtiums are toast. Shocking, because I cannot grow a plant that needs to be neglected, apparently. And there's another calla in there that never bloomed, which makes me sad. But that's alright. Dig that out of the pot at the end of the year. It'll be fine. Anyway, so now we'll head into the backyard and see what's going on back there. Okay, try not to let the cats out. So, oh, my lights are on. Oh, that makes me happy. So this is probably going to be a little quick because we are out of the light. I guess I could turn the light on the garage. Anyways, we've got tomatoes turning on the Tiny Tims here. They're turning color for me. Oh, this is such bad quality. I am so sorry. Those are the dark chocolates. We've got peppers turning, more flowers. I think I'm gonna get a stripy pepper. There was a flower that had a butt on it, but I don't see it right now. Yeah, I believe, yeah, there's probably peppers on all of the plants coming down here. Wow, this quality. I am so sorry. I may have to cut this and splice it with tomorrow, which is going to be frustrating, but that's alright, actually. Well, here, we'll go down here, and I apologize if it blurs on me, but I will turn the garage light on. Maybe, excuse me, that will help with the focus. There we go. Okay, that's better. So, we got beefsteak tomatoes coming in. There's a big one in here somewhere. We got basil. We got Brad's, no, not Brad's Atomic. Bosque Blue. The Bosque Blues are ready. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are they all ready or is it just that one? Guys, I have been waiting for this tomato. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this. So it turns purple because of anthocyanins, which happen when they're exposed to the sun. And then they're yellow tomato. Is that, oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited to eat this. I should do this right now. Oh, as there's a bug crawling on it. Yikes. Okay. Are you ready for this? Here. Hi. Okay. I am so excited to eat this tomato. You have no idea. I have been waiting. I know I've commented a couple times saying how excited I am. So I'm going to do this on video. Okay. Make sure that bug is gone. Okay. I have tomato seeds all over my shirt. Oh, first garden tomato. August 16th, 2021. First garden, well, if you count the Tiny Tims. And I knew what they tasted like already. I'm so excited right now. You have no idea. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've cleaned the seeds off of my shirt and my face. So there's 2 more tomatoes that are probably right away. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so happy right now. Okay, anyways, so moving on. We got Apaches that are putting out peppers, poblanos, serranos. See, look at that. Pepperoncinis, which are getting kind of large on me. Right in there. The Anaheims, which I've been told you don't harvest until they're red. And they're putting out more flowers. I have like a handful of beans-ish. This shelf is probably gonna come down this weekend. The Tabasco pepper plant has more peppers to pull off of it. Yeah. I'm debating if I want to go back over on the south or the south side there because I don't know if you'll be able to see anything. So the pea plants are done producing. I have pulled them out of the ground. Just waiting for them to dry up so I can yank them off of the cattle fencing. Chicken wire. That's what I used. Chicken wire. Oh my goodness. Tomato forest, tomato jungle. I don't know anymore. I do know that the mystery tomato has tomatoes on it. You can see right in there. See that? Mystery tomato. So we'll see if that's the midnight snack or the black beauty that was planted there. The corn is tasseling still. There's no silks. So I'm curious to see if I will get any actual corn husks. Next year I'm not planting corn in raised beds. It does not serve my purpose. There are a couple yellow pear shapes that are almost ready. Yeah. Stuff is starting to get to the point of harvesting. I did debate whether or not I wanted to do radish or replant my radish. I decided not to, just because of logistics and timing, because there's still a lot of stuff in there that will be coming out before the radish is ready. For anyone following, I have not seen our little garden friend again. My little gray mouse. Oh, come on, Jane. Oh, frick. This plant. Just gorgeous. I never in my life thought I'd fall in love with a pot plant, but here we are. Okay, whoa. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with this because of lighting, and all I have is my phone. One day I will have a fancy schmancy camera, I think, to do this. More tomatoes. I got green zebras in there, my okra. Yeah, we're not gonna get much light over here. However, eggplants are doing well. Oh yeah, you guys can't really see. Shoot. I think I'll get maybe another zucchini. I think I hand pollinated one in time yesterday. I did get, what was it? The butternut. That's back over there. You're not gonna see it right now. It's far too dark. But it's dark because it's been hot and noisy. Because when it's nice out, children are outside, which is what they should do. They should definitely be outside. However, it just makes it difficult to shoot anything because of noise. But that's fine. It's no worries. It's no worries at all. There's more tomatoes on this one. Yeah, oh wait, here, let's see if this works. Oh, no, it won't let me turn flash on. Maybe here? Ho ho! There we go. Now you can see all the sickly covered eggplant leaves. Oh my. It's just from growing. They eventually just look kind of yucky as the older leaves die off. Alright, I am stuck. Trying not to like Blair Witch you guys. I don't know if you can see that shininess right there. Right there. Those are the green zebras. They should be pretty much ready. That'll be exciting. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, do you guys want to see vegetable harvesting videos? I always thought that was not ever something that I would want to do. However, if you guys want to see that and see what comes out of this little garden, I am more than willing to share. Oh, what are you? Are you friend or are you foe? Oh, there's aphids on here. I hope you're friend. Oh, it's getting to that point in the year where you're getting pests because it's getting close to the end. Pea plants are dying out. Got a pea right here. I believe my blue potted and purple potted are actually the same kind from different vendors. Oh, I might have got that one. So that was a zucchini I'm pretty sure I hand pollinated yesterday. So we'll see if that takes. And then try not to stomp all over my remaining squash plant. If you look in here, where is it? I moved it because I didn't want to step on it. Ah! Look at it! It's so big! That is beautiful. I wish I could like prop it up on something, but it's safe right there for now. No watermelon, which doesn't surprise me. The potatoes are going to be ready to harvest right away because they're dying off. The cucamelons are growing. I don't know if I'll get cucamelons off of them. My little potato cucumber is getting to the point of possibly harvesting. Sorry, I'm watching the spider that's right here because I don't want to touch her or wreck her web. She is my garden protector. The onions should be pretty close to being ready to pull here. Probably these ones are good to go as their tops are all dried off. Yeah, there we go. Ugh. To come out here and pull those and dry them properly. Peppers. Pretty excited on those. I believe I could probably start pulling celery stalks. I keep saying that and I never do. The carrots and beets over there have just exploded. Like, absolutely exploded. Let's see if I can get over there without crushing anything. This is my lunch for the next week. I have to apologize for the hose mess. That's a next year endeavor. We're going to be putting irrigation and whatnot in to make it a little easier. I'm also going to plant things a little differently next year so that it's just generally easier to access. So, okra, loving this heat. As you can see, I have okra there that's ready to harvest. This plant here is really tall. These carrots and beets have very big tops. I don't know if they have good roots on them yet. I have not checked. You can also see there's a menace. If anybody has a decent way to get rid of frickin' grasshoppers, I would appreciate that. Would be very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah. I can see I don't know if you guys can see them, but there are lots of tomatoes in there, and I'm a little concerned at what I'm gonna do with all of them. Other than eat them and spew seeds everywhere, apparently. But yeah. Just trying to ride out the last of the season here. And rethink some things for next year. Mostly where I'm gonna put stuff. Now that I have grown a season in the beds without the canopies and then grown a season with the canopies, I have a little bit better understanding of light and all that stuff. Oh, you missed him. He went that way. Darn it. Cosmos and zinnias and the pansies are doing good. I'm definitely gonna start things earlier next year, I think, in the beds. And maybe inside. But yeah. Anyways, I will not continue to make you nauseous with my Blair Witch camera style here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Unfortunately, it's a dark garden tour, but that's alright. Gardens are pretty, regardless of the time. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy this week's video, and I will see you next week. Like, follow, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah. See you next time.